Welcome back to the White Time channel. Today, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Flight B741. New release again.
What?
Never stopping. Yeah, this is the newest, 26th, I think, studio album by King Gizzard. We've done a couple on the channel, Fishing for Fishies.
Quite a few.
And then the three that came out in Giztober in 22.
We did two.
Oh,
We
two
did
of
not
them.
do laminated.
We did not do
demo.
laminated, even though we probably should have. That's a good record. I go back to it more than I would think I would. Yeah, we've done a lot of Giz. We also did Paper Mache Dream Balloon, which is fantastic.
And Butterfly 3000.
And Butterfly 3000. We've done a lot. It's
Yes,
hard
we
to
have.
tell when there's 26 of these how many we've really done on the channel. But I think we've been fans of all of them to some degrees. I've also loved all of their 2017 run, and I'm very excited for this. I've heard two of the singles. This is very much a dad rock direction, so I'm dressing for the occasion today. I'm ready to get my dad rock on. Yeah, the two singles slap, and they shouldn't. So this should be a really
They
fun record.
Well, why shouldn't they?
I don't know. There's a fine line with dad rock that makes it acceptable and not acceptable, and I think they're towing that line really great from what I've heard. Yeah,
Okay.
I am very excited, so I think we can just jump in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Mirage City, track 1.
There's a place I wanna go, 'cause my ma and pop ain't fine at home. And though my feet may never grace the sand, it helps to give me hope. Where the waters flow superliminally, and where tachyons glide heavenly. Where China plays her super strings, they call it MC. What would it mean to be a being traveling like lightning? Waves crashing down like a lion right wrong. Beyond the break, heavenly haven shimmers in the open water. The fortune teller never predicted this in a crystal ball. Is that a city drifting from afar, or a reflection mirage? And pray if he goes. I ain't suffering no more, but it's just a mirage in the wind disappearing. We won't if I leave. It's time for me to say goodbye to Mirage City.
And early in case of transition, Mirage City.
That is a great song. I'm really glad, I feel like it's been a minute since we've got some fun Giz stuff. And we're right back. And this is like so interesting. It feels like a giant amalgam of like every single dad rock
Yeah.
band from like the 70s. Like there's Van Halen, and there's like that got some Queen, even some Ram Jam and some Skinnerd.
Pink
Um,
Floyd.
it- Pink Floyd,
Eagles,
yeah,
maybe?
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really great. I'm just down 110%. This is just a blast.
Yeah, it's so natural to them too. It's so funny how many styles they can kind of like flow into across all the records, but like something like this just feels incredibly natural for the band. I think at this point you go through 26 records, you know how to do a jam session as a band like just incredibly easily, and it just sounds so natural and fun, and they're having like, you can already tell they just had a blast making this thing. Yeah, I love the breakdowns. I love the different sections. We got southern rock in there. We got blues rock in there. The guitar tones are fantastic. I love just the right amount of fuzz in there. It's like loud and mean and just really, really fun to listen to. I'm also liking how we're getting like Stu and Ambrose and Joey all doing vocals on all the tracks here. So yeah, fantastic start. All right, Antarctica, track 2. Perfect transition.
I'm a polar bear in the night. I can't help but hate the heat. I can't help but hate the heat. It's gonna be a mess, I can tell. We got snowball's chance in hell. I know this ain't gonna go well. Carved a hole in heaven like an icebreaker. Hot or Celsius, yet tell me what your policy is. Are we talking the same language? It won't matter. Utopia. Antarctica, that's a place for me. Take me away, it's the place where the frost breaks out my name. Take me away, it's a polar bear calling out my name. When you got it made, when you got it made, when you got it made. It's just the tip of the iceberg, it's just the tip of the iceberg, so put it on ice. You gotta put it on, you gotta put it on ice. You gotta put it on ice in a discontented winter. Let that cool air blow away your every care.
Antarctica.
That's another great one. Finally, it's like a summer song that's an ode to cold weather. I like that, especially here we just had like a 4-day run of over 100 degrees, or over 30 degrees if you're not from here.
I'm glad that they specified both.
I know. I just watched The Thing too, so nothing but good things come out of Antarctica. I'll say that.
Real.
And I'm looking to go. I know it's a great song.
Yeah, I think growing up, my dad was like, he's like super big into blues rock, so all of this is like very, very familiar sounding to me, and it's a nice like nostalgic trip because they're doing it so well, and it's still there. Like, you get the Giz quirk in there, you don't lose it at all, and it's not overplayed or cheesy. They're just doing it really, really well. I love the electric organs. The harmonica has been prominent, which is great. Yeah, again, just all of them singing together is so great. I wish they would do it more. I'm glad they're like really diving into that in this record, because they all have pretty good voices. They all are like very like cool characters, and they all have their own like little funny quips to them that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the progression of the tracks is just fantastic. This record in like one word can just be hell yeah, brother, and it's only been like 2 songs, but that's the whole record essentially. But yeah, fantastic. Raw Feel, track 3.
How does it feel? Tell you when you circle in the train. Is it for real? Can you ever know your
y'all feel?
That one was also very nice. I think that one might be my least favorite of the first three, but it was still pretty good. I just think it didn't quite have the same energy that the first two tracks brought. But I don't know. Still a good ride. Still a good vibe. I'm digging the sound that this album is taking so far, of just one long jam sesh, and I don't know. No real complaints. It's just nice.
Yeah, this might be my favorite, actually. I don't know. Something about it. The energy is really great here, and I think the chorus is fantastic. It's just so bright and sunny and energetic. I think the guitar tones here are just, like, fantastic. They're so satisfying to listen to. Yeah, I also love the sentiment of kind of just, like, taking these thrills and, like, either taking drugs or, like, doing something crazy just to get, like, new raw feelings. And it's a really fun track. I think everything works really well for it. So, yeah, this is very fun. Alrighty. Feel the Vision, track 4. Pause for transition. Feel the Vision.
That one was very nice. That one's like full on like a Skinnerd song or
Yeah.
something. Which I'm gonna be honest, that's not the what I usually go to. I know that may surprise a lot of people, but I really liked that song. That one has like the Giz quirk brought to that genre, which I think makes it kind of special, and uniquely kind of theirs and fun. So that one gets a big thumbs up from me.
Yeah, I agree. Fantastic. Again, guitars front and center. They're sounding great. The layering of it is just really fantastic. You can just tell that all of them are collaborating like together really well on this album, because like they're trading vocal lines. Like it feels like all these different ideas are just meeting really well at the end of these songs. And even for a jam sesh, like there's still really nice instrumental sections. Everything feels like it just fits really nice. Yeah, it's kind of Skinnered down to the mixing almost, which was really weird. Like the vocal thing they put on the mic was very similar to that too, and the guitar was kind of sitting back there, and I'm like, oh, this sounds 70s. Like really sounds 70s. But yeah, I'm excited to listen to this thing without the pausing either, because I feel like the energy is just being carried through all the tracks really well so far. So,
oh yeah.
Alrighty, Hog Calling Contest, track 5. Sui. Monkeys.
b741.
I'm interested now.
Pause it. Hog Calling contest.
That one's great. That was a second single, right?
Yes.
Okay. I did not listen to this one before. I just listened to La Risk. And yeah, that one is really, really fun. That one is so fast paced. I almost felt like overwhelmed like a minute in. Where it's like, it's so fast. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, slow down. I can't comprehend what is happening right now. But then when they said, here, piggy, piggy, I was like, okay, I'm back in.
Locked in.
I'm locked in. And they even said Sui, which we said before.
Yes.
Which is, we're all Midwesterners here. Even everybody from King Gizzard. We all know that they're from the Midwest.
The Midwest of Australia.
I guess is the desert.
Yeah. Not really habitable.
No. But man, that one was really, really fun. Big win.
Yeah, this was the song that really got me excited for this record. Lariska is great too, but this is just like the energy here is just what I'm really, really loving. I think going like full in on the pig metaphors is great as well. It's so quirky, but it's such a jam, and they're just doing so well working together. I was wondering what the b741 thing is. Genius kind of has a laid out like thing for it, which I think makes a lot of sense because there's 7 in the groups, and this is like the most collaborative project they said. So 7 for 1. It works.
Very funny.
Very clever. Yeah, I think they've been showing it because everything just feels like, I don't know, it's such a collaborative sound, even though it is like a jam session. I think it takes that certain level of like trust and dedication to like be able to do a jam session this well. This song is just electric. The drums are fantastic as well. Like the percussion on this record, we haven't talked about it at all, but I think the drums on this track are just fantastic.
The drums in every King Giz record is
They always
phenomenal.
are. Yeah. Even with 1 drummer instead of 2, they're still killing it. So,
yes.
Alrighty. La Risk, track 6. Perfect transition.
Feel it, know it, trust in the lie you've been sown. There's nothing quite like digging graves for fun. It gets my body ringing like a bell. 'Cause I'm the fucking recall of a gun. At the tip of my tiny prick. No style, no ease. I'm a pathetic, forgotten steed. Alright. The rest. Let's ride. The rest. Well, alright. The rest. Hey, let's ride. Hello, Evo Gandhivo. Running through the red light. Fully fatigued. Walk the top wire. Take the rest, take the rest. You only live once. It spins too slow. Its tempo paints my world in gray. My heart cannot beat fast enough. The risk is technicolor paint. One life, one chance. Clench the moment in your head. Adrenaline, my dearest friend. It's you and me until the end.
La Risk.
That one is electric. That one's a whole lot of fun. Yeah, that one, I don't know. That one feels like it should be overwhelming because there's like a lot going on. There's even, the only thing I can compare it to is the Jim Carrey and Don FM, the like weird like talking on beat kind of thing that Cav is doing. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I don't know. this song takes like so many different angles where it starts as something and then that middle section is something completely different and then Stu's going dark and edgy at the
Yeah.
end. It's this great little ride journey that this song goes on, and it's only 3.5 minutes long. It really feels like it should be 5 minutes. But man, that one's really, really great.
Yeah, I think as a lead single too, like it really captures attention like immediately. Like I saw the cover of this album and I listened to this, I'm like, whoa, what are we doing with this one? It seemed
Yeah.
very out of left field, but at the same time makes so much sense for the group. Love having Cav, like the drummer, be on vocally as well. Like they're including every single person on vocals. Yeah, I also love the bass line. I feel like it splits up this track list quite a bit. I feel like there hasn't been like a chunky bass line yet, and it really just kind of separates it from the other tracks. But yeah, the progression of it, this kind of like, oh, the world moves too slow, I need to like take like insane risks, and then the song really kicks into gear and it just goes. Yeah, fantastic.
Yes.
All right, title track, track 7.
Oh,
Good placement.
yes.
You could have made it track 7, track 4, or track 1.
I think they picked the best one.
I think so too.
Traveled far, pilgrim or a wayfarer. Picture me far away. It's all I know how to say. Now you've given it all up and fly away with me. The sputter of the engine and the creaking of the skeleton composing a requiem of frightened. If only we were at sea level sailing a waterborne vessel, memory my only anchor. I love you. Do it again until the plane can't move. I'll go back to school and learn to fly high. No plane can stop me from falling to you, baby. I'll be seeing you from above the storm, through the cyclones. Your wings are mine. Got all these chains I see across the sky. What if we fall out of the sky? Is there even air to hold us? How are we floating here? This makes no sense. I wanna go home.
Flight B741.
You know, it's kind of funny. This is a title track, but that song almost feels like it could be on Fishing for Fishies.
Yeah, almost.
Like, there's like not a whole lot of noisy guitars, like except for right at the very end. Most of it's like keys and like electric organ, and I'm like, this sounds like something from the middle of Fishing for Fishies, which I'm 110% down for because I love the sound of that record and I love the sound of this song. This one's a whole lot of fun, and it's very funny. That last verse is, I don't, it's just a funny little thing. This makes no sense. I want to go home. It's very
Real.
accurate and true.
True. Yeah, that was like the most 70s sounding song. I think that was like
Yeah.
straight out of that era. Really great. I think it's a nice switch up, like kill the noisy guitar just for one track, like give us some breathing room. I think they're just making great use of all the instruments that they're using. I love this steel guitar on this track too. It just adds such a nice like twang to the background. Yeah, and it sounded like we were getting a classic drum fill at the end too, which is always good. So yeah, fantastic. I think it's all fitting in conceptually and track wise too. Like there's a great flow to this thing. So yeah, fantastic. All right, Sad Pilot, track 8.
Stu was at the end of the last song.
Exactly. Oh.
There's an army of torment releasing my pain, and it's got me disintegrating. How will it manifest? And from what materials will it be made? Carrying heavy luggage, gotta leave my problems at the door. Can't be carrying heavy luggage, relationships falling to pieces. No matter how much I keep on breathing, treat 'em how you like to be treated. Leave your problems at the door. The turmoil's balling up, steaming hot. Satan's winking, giving me the nod. My eyelids are twitching from my big goggles as I'm trying to clear the fog. I gotta leave my problems at the jet bridge. Can't be carrying heavy luggage. I gotta leave my problems at the jet bridge, or you'll be suffering some heavy loss psychologist. No. I'll just keep on winging it, winging it. There's always blue skies ahead.
Sad Pilot.
That one was different. That one felt less like a boogie and more like a shuffle, which is good. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like kind of shocked. I thought that they were going one way and we kind of pivoted. But yeah, I mean, I think I still brought the energy and the drumming was fantastic throughout all of it. So I don't really have any complaints. I'm just like, oh, I'm probably going to have to listen to it in context of the record to completely get it. But very nice.
Yeah, I thought that one was great. Again, the organ and the guitar just like incredibly like blues rock basics there. The way everything's working together, it's just like textbook, and it's great. I do love the group chorus on this one. I thought that worked really well as well. Yeah, I love how tightly they're packing in all these like themes that shouldn't go together of like collaboration and the whole pig's fly metaphor and just making a whole concept around that. I think they're doing it really well. So yeah, really fun. Rats in the Sky, track 9. Another perfect transition.
I'd rather be amongst the clouds, elevated, elevated in the sky. Don't get too much yet on the ground, elevated, rats in the sky. My hair is this man trying to kill me, kill me. Take my little hood off and set me free, so I can join the other feather rats at the bar. There's a garbage man with the
Go right to the wire. Rats
Yeah.
in the sky.
Yeah, that one was really, really good. That one like felt like an ELO song, but
Yeah.
an ELO song from the perspective of a pigeon, which is interesting. Like it's so on theme. Like literally everything is about being a pigeon, and I'm like, this is weird. They were doing pig stuff earlier. There was some monkeys,
Hmm.
and now it's all about pigeons. But calling them like that thing that city folks do, where they're like, oh, those feathered rats, you know. All those city folk always say that. I've been to New York once, and that's all I heard when I was there. Um, but yeah, I thought that one was really, really good. I love the like bouncy, like four on the floor kind of vibe that this song goes. And no complaints, just weird.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I love how like keys forward this one is. It's just really bouncy and a good time. Again, like
Yeah.
this is a genre where it can easily kind of fall into it's all the same song with like a little bit of different riffs and setup, but I think the range they're giving us here is really nice, and there it doesn't feel overplayed, which I think was my biggest concern with this record. But yeah, fantastic. The lyrics are funny as well. So
Yes.
the doo-wop at the end is just the cherry on top. All right, Long Boy, last track, Daily Blues.
Oh,
Costume shopping, bought myself some wings. Daily, daily,
Daily Blues.
That one was a great closer. Yeah, I feel like they didn't do a whole lot of hippie stuff on this record. This is really the only track, and I loved it. I thought it was it's a great kind of callback to Fishing for Fishies, where it's like we're having fun, but there's also kind of serious message behind it, and I really like it. I dig the message and I dig the song. I also love when it just kind of falls apart and it's just like bang on the piano. And I was just like, okay, we're done. Bye. I love it. It's a great way to close out the record. So big win.
Yeah, fantastic outro. Again, it feels like a like outro at a concert where it's like one big jam session. We're just gonna let it go until it falls apart. Yeah, lyrics are fantastic. I feel like Stu always comes on in this record when he needs to like talk about something real, and then everybody else is just here to like go crazy. But I think it works for him really well. Love the sentiment of the track. Yeah, I think it ties the record together perfectly too, with it being an incredibly collaborative message. And like in the record, you can obviously tell they were like Loctite and how they were trying to get this thing out. And yeah, I think that helps the record be one of the better King Giz records. I think this is an essential listen. It feels so organic to the band. You can get their entire personality and kind of vibe through this record, and I think that's really good. Yeah, there's always like a split in Giz where it's like more technical, proggy, psychedelic stuff, and then you get the fun, wacky Butterfly 3000, Fishing for Fishies, that kind of stuff. I think this lands somewhere in the middle, and I think it works really well. There's not a single miss on this thing. I think it's fantastic. It's such a fun ride. This is one of the most fun things this year, and it's incredibly well done. So, very good.
Yeah. I feel like, this year has been a big year for folk. So it's nice to get like this huge kind of change of pace where it's just like, because they could have done a folk record. Frankly, I don't want them to.
Yeah,
because I love this sound so much. I love fun Giz stuff like this. I'm not usually a huge fan of the prog stuff, but this did strike a pretty good balance between the two, and this feels like a really nice kind of culmination of like everything they've done so far. I feel like we say that like every time we do a King Giz record, but it's only because they're just getting better all the time, which I don't know how that's possible. But yeah, really, really great. I think I'm excited to listen through this all the way through. And of course we will be updating our thoughts on us doing that in the retrospective.
Real.
Which will be
like a
at some point.
Something. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. Probably around that.
It's going to be mostly new releases too.
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic. I think it takes a lot for 26 records and you still feel new energy and it's not overdone.
Oh, yeah.
There's different styles and stuff. That's pretty unheard of. So, especially with the same like core of people. I think they've maintained the same members for most of this. There's obviously some changes, but yeah, it still feels like them. So, fantastic. We got other Giz videos if you want to hear our thoughts on a variety of Giz videos. So, go for that. We have a podcast if you're interested in monkeys. We do monkeys over there. There was pigs on this record, but Simian Summer over there. But movies, TV shows, video games.
Cyberpunk.
Go watch that video. But yeah, I think that's it.
I think so too.
Else. Cool.
No wheel. Nothing. Next week will be Seven Swans.
Yes.
Back to your wheel pick.
Correct.
So.
Finally.
I know.
Yeah. It's the beginning of August and it's already been like incredibly busy music wise. So I'm sure we'll have another new release coming soon. I don't know what it would be. I think Soccer Mommy is the next one I got slated and that's in October, but that could change weekly. So
I feel like there was something else, but I can't remember what it is now.
It might be.
It's fine.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Bye.